Despite the heavy rumours of there being a break clause in Carlos Sainz's contract with Williams, the team are not revealing any details about this alleged contract clause. So let's have a look at what's been said here by James Vowells, the team principal of Williams. So James Vowells is not confirming suggestions that Carlos Sainz's newly signed contract with Williams contains a series of unique exit clauses. With Ferrari replacing him next year with Lewis Hamilton and Red Bull and Mercedes not finding a place for the 29-year-old Spaniard, Sainz has picked Williams as the best choice out of the remaining Formula 1 teams for 2025 and beyond. However, rampant speculation suggests that while a deal might run for 2, 3, or even more than that season starting next year, Sainz's management team has engineered easy ways for the three-time race winner to escape the contract if a top team came knocking. "I'm surprised Mercedes and Red Bull didn't sign Carlos," said James Vowells to Marca Sports newspaper this week, which is one of the biggest newspapers in Spain. "The competition is getting closer and closer, so the driver really can make a difference. And I'm not just talking about performance, but I've noticed Carlos has significantly improved all of the teams that he's been in. So it's great news for us. I see him as the second best driver on the grid at times, and certainly in the top 4. I can see that. I mean, maybe not top 2, top 4, maybe, at a stretch." Vowells says that he has been honest with Sainz throughout, making it clear that while Williams might struggle to be on the front in the short term, he has ambitious goals for the future. But will Sainz actually make it to the longer term future with Williams? Spanish F1 commentator Antonio Lobato told DAZN this week, or DAZN as it's known as I should say, that he has heard there are interesting exit clauses in the contract, and that's something we've already spoke about on here as well, in case a seat at one of the big teams becomes free. Vowells did not confirm that. Unsurprisingly, he's not wanted to talk about the nitty-gritty of the contract of his driver, as he has every right not to, and he shouldn't do, of course. That's between the team and the driver. There are exactly 10 people in the world who know what's inside that contract. However, he freely admitted the negotiations process, including potential leaks to the media, has been a bit more public than he'd normally like. As for the wording of the announcement with Sainz committing for 25, 26 and beyond, Vowells concluded that was Carlos's request. So what do I make of this? Well, we've talked about Sainz signing for a team for a long time. I mean, he apparently had an offer on the table from Alpine and Haas, and also Audi as well. The Haas route was closed off because, Esteban Ocon went there. He probably didn't like what he saw with Audi, and he definitely didn't like what he saw with Alpine, because at the moment Alpine are a bit of a mess to say the least. there's no reason to pull any punches about that one. They are an absolute mess of a team. But with Sainz, I mean, we brought you the rumour that basically the thing that was holding up Sainz was the fact that James Vowells wanted to sign Sainz up for several years, but Sainz only wanted to commit to 1 year. And I've said this a few times on our programmes and everything. It is kind of a middle ground. It is a kind of halfway house with that. It's like this contract in theory is for 3-4 years, but if someone comes in, if Red Bull or Mercedes comes in for him, then I can leave. So that's an interesting one for sure. I don't know if this is ever going to get triggered. It depends if Sainz, wants to leave the team, if things aren't going quite as well. I mean, next year I'm not expecting miracles from them. I expect them to score more points though, because they've got 2 drivers that are capable of doing that, in Alex Albon and Sainz as well. 2 great drivers. Whereas right now they're fighting with one arm time behind the back with Logan Sargent. So yeah, it's an interesting one. What do you guys think? Do you think there's that exit clause in this contract? Is it all true or is it just rumours? Let us know in the comments below. And of course, for much more news and opinions on the world of Formula 1, keep it tuned right here to the F1Chronicle.com.